welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. Here we are with our first beer review of the night. This one coming from Sam Adams. We have the seasonal Porch Rocker Lemon Radler.
Big fan of this,
I know you like it. So this is actually a little higher. This is a 4.5%er. Usually Radlers are a little lower.
I know. Y'all usually knock Radlers for being lower, so here you go.
But before we get into that, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. It's free to you. It really helps us grow the channel, grow the family. We're getting bigger by the day. And make sure to leave us a comment or a like. You know, you can tell us whatever you think. If you think we suck, if you think we're great, give us a beer to try. We'll jump in there and try to find it and review for you guys. So here we go with the Porch Rocker from Sam Adams.
Have you had this before?
I think I have.
Have you ever had this before?
I've tasted it. I don't think I've had a full one.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. The bottom of the beer bottle or beer cap says cheers.
Yeah. We were already in some Samuel Adams discussion this past weekend about cold snap versus winter lager.
Yeah, we had an in-depth discussion about that.
Y'all are both big cold snap fans.
I like the
over
cold snap.
winter lager. So
well, the winter lager is good. It's just a little more spicy than the cold snap.
See, that's why I kind of like it more.
Definitely get that lemon right off the bat. That lemonade flavor.
Mm-hmm.
With a traditional Sam Adams.
I'm gonna tell you.
I like this over some of the other rattlers we've done.
Does Sam Adams count as craft beer or domestic beer?
Well, I'll tell you what restaurants think it is. Restaurants think it's a craft.
Yeah.
They don't consider it a domestic.
Well, they charge you craft, yeah. But what would y'all consider Sam Adams?
I would almost say it is craft, just because of the different varieties and all the different seasonals. Because I mean, same thing like as Blue Moon. Blue Moon has tons of different, variety of their beer out there, and I think that's kind of more of a craft. I think it's just on the other side of craft. Then I would say domestic.
Yeah, I mean,
it's that weird hybrid.
I think it's taste wise domestic, but classification wise, it's probably craft, right? Like. And I shouldn't say taste-wise, I guess, just from like a distribution standpoint, it's so popular and like it's probably produces the same
production and popularity. It's classified definitely as a domestic, just because of how well known and how dispersed it is.
It's a really cool brewery, by the way.
Would love to go there.
It's in the middle of it's in the middle of a neighborhood in Boston. Like it's not what you think.
Hey, we're going there in New Year's.
Yep.
It's in the middle of a neighborhood. Yeah. That's really cool. So
yeah. But I'm with you. I think from a perspective for the public, when it comes to the production and just how it's perceived, it's domestic, but it kind of is craft beer because of what they make.
I think you would consider it a craft just because of, like you're saying, the different variants of beer that they have. It's not just your generic pilsner or a lager or an ale. There's a lot of differentiation between all their beers.
Yeah.
So. I probably would consider it a craft beer.
Okay.
I wish they'd charge you
craft beer
domestic prices, but I'd get it a whole lot more. But it's a good beer though.
Cool. Well,
you already marked me down. You didn't
my bad. I thought I was putting mine in. That was yours. So, do you want to go first?
I mean, I'm not far off of that score. I'm going to go with the 7.4 on this. I do think it's a really solid beer. I actually enjoyed that a lot more than a couple other rattlers that we've had before. That was a little.
What's the alcohol percentage on this?
4.5.
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah,
it is.
Did you not hear me say that when I first?
I thought you said 4.2. I thought it was the same.
4.5. But I think this has more flavor than some of the other rattlers that we've had.
Yeah.
And I think that extra boost in alcohol content gives it. I mean, I know it's not much, but I think it gives it a little bit more depth of flavor, a little bit more.
I think in a most like Rattler Shandy perspective, or most making, it's a 50-50 with like some type of lemonade or Sprite and and the beer. I think actually with this, because of the higher alcohol content and obviously the more depth of flavors, it is a more beer than lemonade. It's probably like a 7.5.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I think it's a 7.5. I mean, really solid beer. If you want to be a little fancier in the summer than just bringing out a Bud Light, get you one of these. Nice, refreshing, crisp, good lemon, tang to it.
Definitely better flavor than a Bud Light.
Yeah, I mean 4.5, right there with the alcohol, actually more than a Bud Light anyway. So, you're on the lake, you're at the beach, want to be a little classier. So definitely better than the Bud Light line, not a question on that.
Especially if you like that citrusy flavor with your beer, that's definitely the way to go.
Yeah,
and that's a summer beer. So
No, I didn't.
Oh no, I did not read that. Go ahead, Alex.
Okay.
What's
It says Porch Rocker. The beer was inspired by German cyclists who mixed beer with the lemon lime flavors after a tough ride. In Porch Rocker, we've brewed a golden Hellas combined with a smooth, effervescent lemon lime taste that'll kick the heat out of any summer day. Tim Kalk, founder and brewer.
Hit right on what they said it was.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm gonna go 7-8 on this one.
All right.
It's kind of like this is kind of like a Sprite with a beer.
That's a
It's,
lot.
well, I know that's what a Radler is, but I get that more out of this than I do out of some of the other ones that we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think this has that Sprite taste to it.
Right.
Which, if you're European, it's a shandy. If you're an American, it's a Radler. So, and a lot of American Radlers are Sprite with said beer. So,
yeah.
Really solid though. I mean, 7.8, 7.5, 7.4 on the Porch Rocker from Samuel Adams, and that's a review.